Hello today. In today's video, we are going to talk about deadly habits that destroy you. We are going to talk about 3 deadly habits which destroy you and your health. A habit becomes a routine, and a routine becomes a way of life. And this is what defines your health. It accumulates to chronic diseases. I myself, I had those deadly habits, and eventually in 2018 I got a stroke, which I'm dealing with up to today. I have like recovered 99%. There is a 1% which is still to go, and I'm still working on it. With this kind of habits, you develop brain fog, you develop chronic diseases like heart disease, like diabetes. All those are a result of your bad habits. You might ask, which are these bad habits? Stay with me. I'm going to give you these 3 deadly habits. Now, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment. When you comment on my video, I know what you feel about it and what you might want me to discuss next time. Kindly go to the comment line and tell me what you would want us to discuss about your health issues, about your family health issues, about whatever issue you might want us to discuss. Now, let's go to the number 1 problem, the number 1 deadly habit which will impact you. Can I ask you, are you a sugar addict? I myself was a sugar addict for many years. For example, I would go out and the first thing I would ask is, I want a big Coke or a big Fanta. If not that, I would ask for the packed juices which are highly chemically made. And with that, I would drown it with maybe with a plate of chips. And that used to be the norm. And then back home, I would buy those sodas, I would buy those fruit juices, and I would make myself a good plate of rice or chapati or potatoes, and I would think I'm eating very healthy. And this, I realized later on, it was an addiction to sugar. Because anything with carbohydrates has got sugar. When it comes to your body, it's converted into sugars. And therefore, your body is always craving for these sugars. Do you realize that when you eat this kind of way, that immediately, maybe after 2 or 3 hours, your body is requesting for more? So you go for more, either chips, juices, a cup of tea with sugar, anything like that will put your sugars and they will go up. And that is what we call sugar or carbohydrates addiction. I would eat chickpeas, I would eat beans, I would eat ugari, all those have got a lot of sugar in them, and therefore your body becomes addicted to these carbohydrates and the sugars in them. Therefore, the question is, are you a sugar addict? Work on that, because that sugar addiction is a deadly habit to have and will impact on your health. Number 2, do you neglect self-education? For many years, I neglected to self-educate myself. For example, what was in the 20th century has changed in the 21st century. Are you taking time to read or to listen to people who talk about health? Because things have changed. Like in those days, the biggest in was margarine, soda, all those. Only to realize now that things like margarine are chemically processed and therefore affect your body badly. Are you educating yourself on issues like sleep, what your brain requires, what are the foods your brain would like, what are the foods which will reverse your diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure? Do you self-educate yourself? That is the story of the day. Self-education is crucial. You must take some time to self-educate yourself. I am a candidate for that. I did that for many, many years. I just started educating myself when I got a stroke. And that's not a good place to start. I realized that I want to live longer. And therefore, if I want to come out of this stroke, I have to self-educate myself and look for information. Most of the time, we rely on the doctors. The doctors themselves, sorry to say, do not have a lot of information on nutrition. Or if they have it, they are so busy, they are not in a position to tell you everything. A doctor sees you for maybe less than 5 minutes because there's another patient waiting. Therefore, it doesn't even have the time to tell you everything. Do you go and find out what is a stroke? What caused this stroke? How can I reverse it? Just think of what is ailing you or what is ailing your mama, your dad, your relatives, your sister. Do you ever try to find out what brought this about? This is what we call self-education. When you neglect self-education, that is a very bad habit. So start self-educating yourself and looking for information. And finally, keep on here so that you listen to my final thing about a deadly habit which can cause you a lot of harm in the future. The next thing is, are you starting? The thing is, not starting is a deadly habit. Unfortunately, I fall in that category which always said that I'm starting, but I'm starting tomorrow. And then tomorrow is a week, a month, a year, 5 years. I still have not started. Many times I would say, I'm starting on my exercises. I'm starting tomorrow. It never comes. By the time the year has gone, I have not started on those exercises. I have not started anything to maintain my exercise regime. And then I'm making another New Year resolution. I am going to start exercises. The thing is, not starting is a very bad habit. Just start. When you say something, just start. So, the issue here and what I'm encouraging you is whatever you have purpose to start to improve your health, just start. Not starting is a deadly habit. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for being here for me and supporting me